pretty similar in age. Lam, 98 kilos. He is the shorter of the two. Moe Hussain had to make 100 kilos. He's more comfortable around the 110 mark, and I'd say he'd be close to that tonight.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for three-minute rounds of kickboxing action in the heavyweight division, with an extra round in play in case of a draw. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing black trunks with purple and silver trim. He weighed in at 100 kgs even, representing Jackal's Gym. This is Moe Hussain! And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, enters the ring wearing black trunks with white and red trim, weighing in at 97.7 kgs, representing ETK. This is Fou Ah Lam! Fighters to the center ring, please, for referee John the Rebel Conway's instructions.
All right, guys, first of all, you both must be able to protect yourselves at all times. You're listening to my instructions. Obey my instructions. When I call break, stop throwing, step away until I say fight. Shake them up. Best of luck.
We're about to get underway. This is the 8-man reserve fight. It's sponsored by the Elite Grooming Crew. Patiafa, former king in the ring competitor, the man behind the Elite Grooming Crew.
Time on.
Fou Ah Lam coming out of the red corner. Moe Hussain, blue gloves. He is coming out of the right corner, and Ah Lam starting off very, very quickly. Hussain going for the kick catch, but you have to try a technique straight away under King in the Ring rules. And quite clearly, two different builds, two different fight styles, Dan.
Yeah, Lam obviously has a strategy to go to the body off the bat. He is throwing knees and punches to the body. I call that an investment. He's investing for later in the fight, into the third round. That really takes it out of a fighter earlier on. So he's obviously seen a weakness there as he continually strikes to the body.
Well, Moe Hussain just seems to be a beat off at this point in terms of just the speed difference of Fou Ah Lam. And of course, that is a big part of this 100-kilo division. They are a lot quicker. And Hussain, he has been comfortable with the knee grappling. King of the Ring rules, you are not allowed extended grappling. One knee, one hold, and it's more of the kickboxing style. And again, you see Hussain trying to catch the legs, but the frenetic style of Ah Lam really getting to him, digging constantly to the body, upstairs and down. And another investment he's also making is with those leg kicks.
It's really... now he's forcing Hussain backwards with that straight right and that right knee digging right into the solar plexus of Hussain.
Just like to see him now. He's starting to get a reaction. He's starting to drop the right elbow. It wouldn't hurt him to come up the top with an uppercut off that and the left hook. Hussain, for the first time, we've seen him land a couple of light, pouring, swinging shots. But Ah Lam, very busy, even on the inside. He has taken a couple of leg kicks though, Dan, and it seems as though Hussain does have some pretty heavy legs on him.
Now we see a bit of a grappling, which will get broken up under King of the Ring rules. There's no, obviously no grappling, and it also makes actual punches to the body a lot easier now that you don't have the threat of the elbow.
Of course, this is King of the Ring rules. Knees to the head are allowed. No elbows. This isn't Thai rules. No extended grapple. Just a reminder, under King of the Ring rules, there's 46 seconds to go in this round. That's 2 knockdowns in a round. We'll see the fight stop in the semis and quarterfinals. Fou Ah Lam maintaining a frenetic pace. He's really pushing the pace for Hussain. It'll be interesting to see if he can sustain it. At this point, I'd say he's really starting to hurt Hussain, particularly to the body, and landing a couple of clean right hands.
So now he's got a reaction to the body. One of those knees got right through and got a reaction out of Hussain. Now we can see Ah Lam moving to the head. So now he's getting the reaction from the body. He's coming upstairs. So that investment's paying off, and it's paying off early.
Well, not a lot of guards here, and you can see Hussain's hands very, very low, even from the outside. And although he is clearly the bigger man, he is the man being bullied. And a clear round in the books, lock it away for Fou Ah Lam. First round of 3. This is our reserve fight for the 100-kilo King in the Ring 8-man. Fou Ah Lam in the red corner, and Moe Hussain in the blue corner. And Dan, you can clearly see the strategy paying dividends.
Yep, Lam investing in the body early. I think that straight right, that right knee to the body and that right hand over the top are really paying off. I'd like to see Hussain throw a few more kicks from range. He's got a nice Muay Thai background. I'd like to see him use his teeth and his kicks from range and not walk in and smother himself.
Okay.
This is the Jason Sunny in the corner.
You hit him back twice. Splash over the face.
Yeah. Second down for round 2.
Come on, mate.
Face off the knees is good punches, yeah?
Gas is good.
All right, we're heading into the second round. The other thing, Dan, I'd like to see that Hussain do is just when he's in that clinch, use his weight, push him off, and then throw the kick as well.
Put that still in.
Rather than get pushed backwards, he's got the weight advantage, so try and impose his physicality on the fight. Underway, Alam coming out of the red corner from the ETK gym. Hussain is trying to push the pace a little more now.
Break! Straight away.
Looking for the Thai-style grapple. John the Rebel Conway, third man in centre ring, locking that up. Hussain just doesn't really have any tidiness with his hands. They're more slugging shots.
That defensive knee, Hussain, he seemed to just continually be walking in, and he's walking right into that knee.
Hussain stopped for a moment there. He's shaping something over his eye or complaining about it. I'm not sure whether he's got a cut or he's hurt around the eye. Or maybe he was complaining about a headbutt, but John Conway having nothing of it, and Alam just continuing to go forward, digging downstairs with the left rip to the body. Punt kick, the front kick off the left leg, and it's getting a little bit messy now. Hussain's trying to push forward, but he is smothering himself, and he's opting for the punches rather than the kickstand.
So we can see Alam, he's throwing punches. Once he gets Hussain guarding, then he's grabbing his guard and running a knee right down the middle. So he's just repeating this process continually, and it's taking a toll on Hussain's gas tank.
Hussain's got, well, his eye looks to have a pretty nasty mouse and darkening around it. Calling in the doctor.
Angie, just stay down.
Not sure what the story is here, but he complained about it early in the round. And let's see if it's his sight that he thinks has been affected. Well, certainly there's no question. If this goes to the cards and it's deemed an accidental foul, Alam should be well ahead. He's dominated every aspect of this fight. Blood coming out of the eye. That's Moe Hussain with his back to us. Dave Medic, the doctor, in the corner. Fou Ah Lam sitting across the ring in the red corner from ETK.
Obviously, this being a reserve fight for the 8-man, potentially there's 2 fights left in the night. So fighter safety, if you've got an eye injury or a cut over that eye and you've got 2 more fights left in the night, fighter safety comes first, and they might have to call this early.
Well, there's no way you can continue with a sustained cut. Let's have a look and see if we can get any indication of what's happened. It's on the other side of the head. And you see there with the right hand, Hussain rubbed his right eye just before that. Oh, the fight's underway. Well, and Hussain coming straight back now. Bit of urgency. Fou Ah Lam trying to channel Bruce Lee, couldn't quite get there. Sharp right hand there from Fou Ah Lam, and his knees have been effective all the way along, starting to try and double up with the right hand to body and head. That time it was the knee, body and head. Hussain, well, he's pushing him back at least. Knees to the thighs in that case. Still Ah Lam trying to work his way forward. Wouldn't hurt him, Dan, just to pause back a notch and try and walk Hussain onto something.
Yeah, he can stay composed and take his time and really set that knee up. There we go. He's getting it through. Take his time, take that extra split second, and to place that knee in the perfect position is really the key for Alam.
Hussain's now kind of in his grinding mode. Single shot punches, grabbing on, looking for the knee, leaping knee. Doesn't look to have the explosiveness that you might expect from a heavyweight. More of a mauling, grinding kind of fighter. One thing that Alam is making the mistake, he's standing right in front. He's not changing angles at all. And that can tire him. He should be able to pick and choose with his speed advantage where this fight takes place.
These knees are getting right through. Hussain seems to be physically getting tired from these knees. They're really taking a toll. I think a couple more of them and he could be in a bit of trouble.
Well, it's been one-way traffic again in the end of round 2 of 3. This is the reserve fight. Fou Ah Lam goes back to his corner. Moe Hussain needing something very different if he's to change the course of this fight.
Yeah, Alam, 2 fights down. He's going to need something big. I think it's his kick is his best bet. He's landed a few body kicks, a few nice clean body kicks. I'd like to see him go to this, set it up with the hands and throw a body kick as Alam chooses to stand straight in front of him.
Numbers together, but if you're standing in front of him, he's teeing off. Find your range and keep swinging. I don't want you to, are you tired?
Yeah, but I think it sounds good. Okay.
Look, it's good too.
You can walk in onto your jeep, walking onto your scissors as well.
It's working good, really good.
Interesting, Dan, that you hear the comment from Carl there that they don't seem to have a lot of respect for his power. They're saying walk up on him, walk in on him. I think, you know, he's dominating in this fight. He could probably choose to take half a round off and just pick him off as he walks in rather than stand in front. Because remembering, you want to preserve yourself for later on if you get forced to go into the 8-man contest.
Yeah, definitely. I heard 2 words from each corner. One was distance. From the ETK corner, I heard range. So I think these fighters could just use to give themselves a little bit more space. It's getting a bit messy in the grapple. They could take a half a step back and land their strikes at the correct range.
Well, just took half a step back there and he landed that left kick to the ribs. But again, he's just pausing there, right there, and you see backed onto the ropes. He's not moving off the ropes, not angling off or circling away. And that's allowing Hussain just to have some sort of chance in the fight, although that left kick was brutal. He's starting to drop his hands there too to block the kick. Hussain's hands are down. If Alam chooses to throw a high kick, he could really be in trouble. Hussain pushing forward, but this is not effective aggression. He's not throwing shots, missing wildly with an uppercut there. Alam returns the favour, but he's far more effective and economic with his shots.
He's walking forward. He just needs to be a bit more sharper and more offensive.
Well, he's the taller man too, not using straight punches particularly. He's got to throw something to keep Alam off him. Alam has actually gone a little bit to his range. He's a bit cleaner in that clinch as well.
Yeah, Alam has shown a great game plan for this fight, using the hands, setting up to the knees to the body, which is not as taxing as throwing kicks to the legs, kicks to the arms, which take a toll on you when you've got 2 more fights left in the night. Punching to the guard, kneeing up the middle, winning 3 clear rounds. He hasn't taken too much out of his gas tank. So it's a great game plan from Alam tonight. I'm very impressed with his performance.
And one thing that's very difficult too on this big stage is being able to perform and do what you do in the gym. And one thing Alam has done in his couple of appearances in King in the Ring is he's listened to his corner very well. And sometimes it's very difficult to do, is to trust the corner and then execute. Nice work from Alam, just continuing to pick him off. And one thing that he has done well also is tie up on the inside, forcing the referee to come in and break. 14 seconds to go in this, the 3rd and final round. Fou Ah Lam from the ETK gym on the right of your screen. Moe Hussain throwing the right uppercut and left knee. Now to the right of our screen, but there is not a lot of time left for him. And that was a pretty clear shutout to the man from ETK, Fou Ah Lam. Unless something remarkable happens with the judges, Alam should progress and become the official reserve fighter for the 100-kilo King in the Ring 8-man. Well, Dan, pretty dominant performance. A young fighter coming up on the rise, Fou Ah Lam. Admittedly, Moe Hussain wasn't offering a lot in return, but he was executing what he was told to do in the corner.
Yeah, great game plan, which comes from great coaches. You know, Jason Suddy is in the corner. There's a lot of experience there, so he would have guided his fighter with this style of game plan. He would have researched the opponent, so great game planning.
All right, let's go to Lieutenant Hampton
To
to
the
see
center
what
ring,
the results.
please. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing action in the heavyweight division, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision, where we find a unanimous decision winner. Your winner fighting out of the red corner, Fou